Okay, for the ingredients of our shotgun shells. They're fun, guys. They're really fun. Alright, I used 1 orange, 1 red, 1 yellow of these sweet peps, mini peppers. Give it a little color instead of just using a bell pepper like I normally do. I used 1 of the jalapeno peppers because children are going to be eating this too. If you make it for home or anything else and you want to jazz up the spice a little bit, add some more of the jalapenos. We have 1 medium onion, and I have it in some cooking oil, vegetable oil, and we're going to start cooking that down. While that's cooking down, we're going to use our oven ready lasagna. I got water starting to boil. Just going to add that to it and just barely get them moldable. You don't want to boil them down where they're mushy. You just want to barely get them moldable. You could use manicotti shells. I don't care for them. They're easier for some people, but I don't use them because they're a lot harder to stuff. These you can lay out flat and just put what you want and then roll them up. Now that they're getting a little more tender, I'm going to add about 1/8 of a cup of minced garlic. I usually use the fresh garlic, but I found out I don't have any. I thought I had some here, but I don't. So and we'll just get that cooked down nice and tender. And where the onions and the stuff starts becoming translucent. Now that the onions are translucent and the peppers are soft, we're going to add 3 pounds, because this is for Shindig, so we want to make sure we have enough for everybody. 3 pounds of ground beef. And I'm going to add about 3 pounds of the sausage, the seasoned ground pork sausage, to that. Let's continue to cook it down until it is completely cooked down, because it's got to be completely cooked. Don't leave anything raw. Alright, while that's cooking, we're going to add some garlic. It's about a teaspoon, due to your liking and your taste. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash garlic and herb. Yes, we love garlic. This was the Sam's granulated garlic. Going to use just a little, probably about 1/2 of a teaspoon of this 21 seasoning salute from Trader Joe's. I'm going to use about 1/2 of a teaspoon, well, about a teaspoon of salt. I started to hold some back, but it's going to need it because the noodles do have salt as they're cooking, but it's not like a whole lot. I'm going to use black pepper, probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to use this organic smoked paprika. About 1/2 a teaspoon to a teaspoon, again to your liking. And then slap your mama. We gotta have I'm not going to go real heavy-handed like I would normally for us if we were just eating it, because, again, children will be eating this as well. So we're just going to do about a half a teaspoon. And continue to cook it. The noodles, lasagna noodles, are almost done. Alright, so our meat mixture is ready to be drained. I have a colander in the sink with a bowl under it because we don't want to pour grease down our sinks. Alright, it's nice and strained. The grease off. We're just going to leave this sitting here to cool. Alright, so what we did here is we put our noodles, lasagna noodles in, see where they're moldable, and then I just cool them off, put cold water on them. I did put cooking oil and a little salt when I was cooking them, and I just lay them out crisscrossing back and forth on the plate or in a pan or something till I'm ready to use them. That way they don't stick together. So we're fixing to do our next step. Alright, next we're going to take out our applewood thick cut bacon. You can use any kind of bacon you want. This is what we like. I laid some noodles out on the cutting board so we can start assembling. And we have some Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. We have softened Philadelphia cream cheese. Forgot to leave it in the packet, but there's a softened cream cheese. So we're going to take our cream cheese and we're going to just spread it on the lasagna noodle. As little as or as much as you'd like. I use 3 different types of cheese. I use the 4 cheese, the shredded pepper jack cheese. This is not easy to find. And mozzarella cheese. Then I mix them all in a big bowl, all 3 of the cheeses. That way it's easy just to put it on instead of doing it separate. The cheese is all according to preference too. This is a very versatile recipe. Then you'll put your meat mixture on the noodle. You don't want to go too crazy because it's all going to roll up and you got to have room. Then you want to put your cheese. Then you want to roll. These are going to be bigger. These first few are going to be bigger. Not going to be like shotgun shells. I just want to show you if you want to use it for dinner, you can do it like this. So we're going to do a few of those for the grown-ups at my house. So this is one of the bigger ones. We'll show you the finished thing shortly. Now when you're going places, I bend them over like this. I use my kitchen shears and do like that. And then you just go through the same process. You put your cream cheese. I have my little infant grandbaby here, so I'm kind of watching her too. I started this at my sister's house, which is only 5 miles from me, and come home. Now I got leftovers here, so I'm just going to pick it up. The leftover meat and cheese that I had that spilled out of the other ones. We'll do like that. That's a little clumpy, so we'll break that up. And then you put your cheese mixture like this. And then on these, I flatten them out because it's easier to roll. And you roll them tight. There is your little shotgun shell. and we'll finish up in a sec. And we're going to do the same thing with our bacon. We're going to fold it in half and cut it like that. That way you have shorter strips. Then you take your bacon and you wrap it around your noodle like so. And again, kind of want to hold it snug, that way everything kind of stays together. Then you get your barbecue sauce and you brush it all over the outside of each little shotgun shell. You do not have to do the ends. I like doing the ends because it makes it taste better. And then there, it's messy, but there is the finished before it goes into the oven. Or you can do it into the air fryer or anything like that. So we'll show you all before we put them in. On the bigger ones, I just do a whole slice of bacon instead of cutting it in half. After I cut my little noodles, I stack them all like this in a pile so it's easier to work with. Alright guys, they are ready to go into the oven. We'll show you when we come out what they are. Alright, and that was the next step. We put them in the oven on 400 for about 35 minutes. You can turn the broiler on and crisp them up if you want to, but you can use the air fryer. We just chose to use the regular oven this time. Alright guys, sticking with our little fall theme, just kind of laid it out. I put some jalapeno cheese bread in here with some little Ziploc bags, just kind of dressed it up a little just to give a little extra something. And then our little shotgun shells, we did it in individual little containers with our little miniature forks. So again, they can grab and go, no dishes to take home. All right, we're going to make our tropical banana pudding. I use the banana cream gelatin. This is going to be the adults version. So we use the banana cream. Instead of doing 3 cups of milk to the family pack, I did 2.5 because I am going to be adding a half of a family Cool Whip. That in all smooth and we'll be right back. Now we're going to be adding a half of a can of pineapple tidbits. I got the one in the light syrup. And you're just going to mix that in. All right, we're going to let that set for 1 hour in the fridge. All right, we're fixing to make our grown-up version of the tropical banana pudding in little individual serving sizes. So we have bananas, the little bitty bananas. We have the cherries. We have maple cream cookies, which I took the cream out of the middle of all the cookies because we're sticking with the fall theme, and these have the cute little maple leaf on them. Going to use vanilla wafers. They're the bite size. We're going to use the extra creamy whipped topping. We're going to use our pudding that we made up earlier. And we'll go from there. We're going to cut up our itty bitty bananas, but long ways instead of short. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay, and we have these cute little, like a double shot glass, I guess you could call it, that I got from the Dollar Tree. They're plastic, but they look glass, and they're fun for stuff like this. So we have those. I'm going to put a little bit of the pudding in the very bottom of each cup. They're a little messy, but that's okay. We're going to push a cookie on its side down into each little cup. You don't want to push it straight where it lays in the bottom, because you'll never get it out. So it's fun. The cookie will start getting soft right here, but it will be layered. So we have our little cookie in each one. Now we're going to put a little banana sliver down the side in each one. Now we're going to spoon in some more of the pudding. I used to get like crazy about being so neat, but it comes all together anyway. And you can wipe off the edge and all that and fancy up the glasses after. But just spoon your next little layer in there. Remember, you do have pineapples that we blended up into the pudding. All right, now we take our little cookies that we disassembled with the little maple leaf on it. This one needs a little more. And like I said, I clean it up after. It's just easier that way. Now the first one I'm just kind of shoving down in there to be like another cookie in there. And I'm kind of rushing through this, so excuse me, it's a little sloppy right now. Because I truly have a shindig to go to. All right, I put them on a cute little tray. I rinse everything. I got these little spoons from the Dollar Tree. And I try to rinse everything, because you never know what's on even the plastic stuff. So we're going to put a spoon in each one for now. And these are the itty bitty spoons. I got these little adorable toothpicks. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with those. Now you could set it up like a little bar with the cherries and the pineapples and the coconut and all that, or you can do it like I'm fixing to do it, and it's a done deal. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of the coconut on top of each one. I'm going to go ahead and stick one more of the little cookies with the maple leaf, but this one you can see. And on our cute little toothpick, we're going to put a pineapple and a cherry. And we're just going to slide that in our little cup like that. Now I'm going to do some for my family real quick, just to kind of show y'all. But it will be set up like a little bar where they can put the coconut, they can put whatever they want, but the little toothpick will be there. They can remove it if they don't want it. Maybe putting a little bit of Cool whipped cream. I keep calling it Cool whipped cream on each of them. And the final touch, we're going to use these little fall looking sprinkles. Let's put a few on the top. See that I missed one. Yep, it just slid over. That's okay. Just trying to speed through this so they can have theirs and I can get where I'm going. And I will serve it on a cute little tray or something like that, where they can just grab it and go. No dishes to take home. All right, guys, this is the kitty portion of my shindig. Can't leave the kids out, so Meemaw always makes something for the kids. So I am making the vanilla pudding right now, according to the directions on the box, and I'll link that in the description. It's just simply the family size box with 3 cups of milk. Instead, I used 2 3/4. I used a little bit less because we're going to be adding Cool Whip shortly. All right, we whipped that up, and we're going to use the family size Cool Whip, half of one of those. And we're just whisking that in until it's nice and smooth. All right, that is mixed up nice and smooth. We're going to put that in the refrigerator to chill for 1 hour. Now for the fun part, these cute little bags. I got these from the Dollar Tree. We're going to fold the bag down a few times. And you can do this pretty much any holiday, shindig or anything like that. And you're going to get the bags like that. You're going to open them like that. So we're going to get some of those set up and we'll be right back. All right, so we folded our little bags down. Now we have the little Teddy Graham cookies. You can get them in the big box if you want. This was just quick and convenient for me, so this is what I did. Instead of using the vanilla wafers, we used the little Teddy Grahams. I'm just going to put a little handful, which is about half a bag, to each little container. Then we have cut up some bananas, and we're going to put 1, 2, 3 in each one. All right, our pudding has set up, and we're going to scoop a little bit into each bag. You're not going to be making a whole bunch in each bag because they're going to have other things at the shindig, of course. So this is just a little kitty grab and go bag. We're going to add some more of the other half bag of the little Teddy Graham cookies. And being we're sticking with the fall theme, we're going to have 2 little candy corns in each one. So I decided to do 3. And then we have this little jute rope. I cut 5 of these about this size. Probably about from your wrist to your elbow bend. Then we're going to put a little Cool whipped cream, excuse me, in each one. Now for the fun little fall, I call it confetti, it's little sprinkles. I'll sprinkle some little sprinkles in there. They got these big cinnamon roll looking things in there. I'm taking those out because there's not enough probably for each child, so we don't want to make anybody not have some. Kids love sprinkles. They love looks all fall-y. And that's finished in the bag for now. Now we're going to gather each little bag like this. I'm going to roll it up just a little where it kind of stays together. We're going to tie that little piece of jute around there. And we're going to tuck a tiny spoon. Also bought that from the Dollar Tree. So you don't want to make it too complicated where the kid can't get into it because you're going to have all ages. So this is the finished little kitty bag. Grab and go. It will need to sit in a little tray with ice. So we're assembling the last one. This is the finished little bags with the cute little spoons and a little jute rope, a little fall ready to go grab. Grown-ups can eat it too, but I like to do little things for children, so there's always something for the kids too. So we're going to put them in a little box in the fridge, and then when you go to serve them, put them on ice. All right, we're going to let the grandkids do the testing.
Okay, so first...
How hard is it to get into it? Let's see.
You want to try a bite, Dan?
Just watch the little sprinkles and stuff with him. And there's candy corn in there too, so.
I'm done untying it.
Let's see if everybody likes it. What you think, Jaden? Yummy?
Okay, I'm gonna try
Brooklyn?
it.
That's good.
Good?
I'm gonna try it.
Copeland? Does it pass the good test?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, guys.
That was a good test.
Good deal. Awesome. I'm glad y'all enjoy it. I don't mind. So they are enjoying it. I'm at my grandkids' house, spending some time with them, and I'm letting them do the taste test for the Shindig.
This spoon is so little.
Ain't it cute?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like for Jaden.
I know.
I found the second.
Jaden,
Thank you, Mom.
is it good? Jaden, you like it?
I don't like it. I love it.
I'm glad you do, baby. You like it, Jaden? I think Brooklyn likes it. Yum, yum.
Look how big that candy
He's
corn
just
is.
sitting up on the table having himself a good old time.
I got the last two candy corns.
Uh-huh.
They're so good.
Teenage granddaughter made a little hole in it, and she's squirting her ingredients out the end there.
I want to try what she did.
Look at that little messer. She's coming. You sure did. You gonna save some for later?
Mhm.
All right.
Go hold through it.
I'd wait until later if you're full.